I think about it a lot, and it's hard not to, get bogged down in the day to day. I mean, we can all say that, we can all relate to that. But for me, it's really, really interacting with my customers and my consumers. Like at the end of the day, I'm serving a margarita, and that's plainly what it is. It's not rocket science. I'm not a brain surgeon. I am serving margaritas, and that is happy. And I love going to the events, and those are the highlights for me. And also just seeing my product on the shelf and seeing random people reach out to me, telling me how much they love a product, or what lengths they went to get the product for their wife. And I had someone reach out to me on Instagram and he said, we live in a state, I forget, it was like Ohio, I think it's Ohio, and his in-laws live in Texas. And so whenever the in-laws visit them, they bring Damn Right. They pick up Damn Right and they bring it to visit them because his wife loves the product so much. And I'm like, gosh, I have to get it to Ohio now because I want to serve that customer. So those things that are so great, and young women reaching out to me on Instagram saying how amazing and how lovely it is to watch me do what I'm doing and build this brand. And that's also the beauty of social media, being able to interact with people, with your consumers on a daily basis is really exciting. So, just being with people, I love interacting and doing those events and tasting the product and just sharing my story is really the highlight of the whole experience.
That's so awesome. And I saw clips from you talking at a women's conference the other day. How great is that to not only are there entire conferences for women, but you are then inspiring and helping other women, with their dreams and their what they want to do in achieving those things.
Exactly. That was one of the best experiences of my life, honestly, speaking on that stage and speaking with other women founders, just sharing kind of trials and tribulations of what we've all been through, and finding groups of women that can really lift you up and vice versa is the most important thing, because as an entrepreneur, it's a very lonely experience. And finding other women, even in this industry, I have a group of women that I speak to on a regular basis who we share horror stories and give each other and you can do this kind of situation. It's really amazing, and the communities that exist from women founders is growing, and it's really a fun thing to be a part of, and I'm so grateful for it.
That's so awesome. I just want to touch on, who are some of the women founders that have really kind of inspired you and helped you along the way?
Well, specifically, in the space, Mara Smith, she is the owner of Inspiro Tequila. You should try that tequila. And she is in the Chicago area, but she has an online store so you can ship. But she's been great, and she's a previous attorney, and so she did this. She launched her company around the same time as me. So her and I have been like kind of helping each other out along the way, and she's been such a mentor to me as well. But there's just so many women female founders that have been an inspiration, and I love listening to stories of women founders and what they've gone through, and it's just kind of a real inspiration, and podcasts are a huge part of that, right?
Right. That's so awesome. I love that you have been helped along the way, and I imagine you're helping so many people along the way as well.
I hope so. I think at one point, once Damn Right, the goal is to sell it eventually, and I would love to help other female founders. That's really kind of what gives me joy and happiness, and just other other startups, not just females. I advise for a startup right now, and it's really, really a fun experience, even though they're in like kind of they're in the tech world, but they're creating a software for consumer goods companies. But it's really, really fun, especially because I have the experience and I like to pep talk. That's what I'm good at.
There's nothing, I mean, you're coaching people and you're inspiring people, so there's nothing wrong with that.
I hope so. I hope that I can be that for other people.
So cool. Now, what does the future look like? What is 1 year down the road, 3 year down the road? Do we see more varietals coming? What is the future of Damn Right?
Yes, I'm actually the drink formulator sent me a couple flavors to test out, so that's in the process. The goal is to have 2 new flavors next year. So we're doing that whole formulation process right now, and it's so much fun. My fiance loves it because he gets to try them all. And then I think I'll stick with 4 flavors and kind of just really focus on growing them and building that portfolio, I guess. And the goal is to sell the company to a larger portfolio or other, competing tequila brand. And I'm just excited for what's to come. I mean, I never say, never, and I never try to, I don't try to, I just jinxed myself. I don't try to make, obviously I have a plan in place always, but I don't try to make too much of a restriction because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow in this world. So, but I'm just excited and enthused and really kind of energized for the next year.
That's awesome. Now, I have a segment on the show. I call it the 5 count. It's just 5 random questions. Answer as quick as possible.
Okay, great. I'm ready.
Number 1, favorite pizza toppings?
Sausage and mushrooms.
Oh, nice. There you go. If you were a pro wrestler or MMA fighter, what would your name be?
Gabinol.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I know.
What's the story behind that? Where did that come from?
My family calls me Gabinol. My dad came up with that name, but it's like, because my name's Gabby, but it's like an animal, so Gabinol.
Yeah. I love it. That's what I thought it was.
It's so good.
That's awesome. What are you nerding out on right now?
Oh my gosh, documentaries.
Okay.
Yes, just documentaries in general.
What are some you've been watching recently?
The crypto, the fall of FTX.
Oh, yeah.
I love like watching, those kinds of, it's not like it's a scandal. It's like it's not a true crime, but it's a scandal, or conspiracy theories and those kinds of things. Like people who did wrong stuff and what happened and why it went wrong. So yeah, but the FTX collapse is over, so I got to find my next one.
Yeah, that one, it did not surprise me how quick that, yeah, it did that. Yeah, that one didn't surprise me at all. I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely not going to work out.
Right. Poor guy.
Yeah. Who or what inspires you?
My family, for sure. Definitely my family. My grandfather was a successful entrepreneur, and we have he came from nothing and created a great, empire. We call it an empire for our family. And so I try to, we all have that mindset of building and creating things for our family, and we're so close. And so that's definitely it.
That's awesome. What would you tell your 17-year-old self?
My 18-year-old self, or what did you say?
17.
17. Oh. I would tell myself, I always say nothing's permanent. Anxiety is not permanent. Sadness is not permanent. An injury is not permanent. The feeling of getting a bad grade is not permanent. This problem is not permanent. And so I think that that's such a great mindset to have. And I tell myself that all the time because, there's a lot of struggles in building a company. And so that's what I tell myself.
That's awesome. Yeah. I like that you still tell yourself that because, you could tell yourself that at any age, really.
Yes, it really is. My mom says nothing's permanent except for tattoos and marriage, but now that doesn't ring true these days. Tattoos are not even permanent anymore. Marriage is not permanent, so nothing's permanent.
Maybe don't put that in your vows whenever you get married next year.
Oh, I know. That's so funny. What if I did? That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Like I need to quote my mom, and she says nothing is permanent.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'll make note of that.
If you slip it in there, that would be hilarious. But definitely make sure it is filmed because you have to put that out so people know.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Now, if people wanted to find out more about Damn Right Cocktails, buy the cans, find you guys online, where can they do all the things?
DamnRightCocktails.com is where you can purchase us. We ship to 35 states, and you can use code DAMNFREE at checkout and get free shipping. That's like the best way to do it. And, shipping is, in a lot of the states, we actually do, like in New York and California, we do 2-day shipping, but the other states is like usually 5-day shipping. And then Instagram, Damn Right Cocktails, and, DM me. I will respond to every DM. And I just really appreciate the opportunity, and, I love listening to my customers and what they want, and try Damn Right Cocktails.
Damn right. Everyone needs to try them.
Damn right.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabby, so much for your time, and I can't wait for people to try and find out Damn Right Cocktails and be the coolest people at whatever party they're going to because they have the best new organic tequila ready to drink in the can.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Gabby for being on the show. Again, Damn Right Cocktails are delicious, and you definitely need to go out and get some. It is that holiday time, so like we said, make sure you are that cool guy that is or girl that is bringing these new drinks to your holiday parties or your family get-togethers. So while you're doing that, make sure to sign up for the newsletter. It comes out twice a week. Again, you get fun facts, you get even more information about our guest, and you get to find out what's happening with your favorite podcast all about beer, coffee, booze, and Brewsers. Also, make sure to follow us on social media. It is Brewsers Pod, that is BREWSCRSPOD, on the Instagram, the Twitter, and the Threads. If you want to send us an email, it is brewserspod@gmail.com. If you want to follow me directly, it is Rody John, that is RODIEJON. Rody John is the name on the Twitter and on Untappd, in case you want to find out what I'm drinking. Maybe we can have a beer together sometime. And if you want to follow me directly on the Instagram or Threads, it is official Rody John. And if you want to send me an email, it is rodyjohn@gmail.com. So until next time, enjoy life, drink local, and cheers.